At some point so far while playing Valorant, you've seen somebody either on your team or on the other team bunny hop, just flying around the map while jumping, and you're like, what is going on? How are they going so fast? It's faster than I can run. Well, that is called bunny hopping, and in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to do exactly that. What is going on, guys? My name is Ghostface here, and if this is your first time here and you want to improve at Valorant, make sure you start off now by hitting that like button and subscribe. So I did a part 1 on Valorant movement, which is more of strafing and shoulder peeking. If you haven't seen that, make sure you do check that out. Now we're going to get into more of like a part 2. This is bhopping. It's not really too related to shoulder peeking, but it's still movement. So this is bunny hopping, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do that right now. The one thing I wanted to say before we get too deep into this video was bunny hopping used to be something you could do to get even like over a molly or something, and it wouldn't take that much damage, but they changed it. So now the height you need to not take damage is higher from mollies and Sage's slow and all that, so you can't really bunny hop over that, but you could still bunny hop after a kill, before a kill or something, and make it look cooler, or to get to a place faster. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your settings here, and you're going to change your binds for jump. You could do it with spacebar, but it's really not accurate. I don't think I've seen anybody who could bhop with just spacebar. So what you want to do is you put it to mouse wheel, either mouse wheel up or mouse wheel down for jump. So first, let me explain the keys that I'm hitting, and I'm going to teach you guys little progressions you could do to slowly improve your bunny hopping. So what I'm basically doing is I'm moving forward, and then I'm letting go of my W key, my move forward key, and then I'm using my A and D key to strafe, kind of like shoulder peeking. So I'm going to be kind of doing this, and I'm going to turn my mouse to whatever side I strafe to, right? So when I hit my D key and I'm strafing right, I'm also turning this way, right? Kind of like this. And then when I hit my A key, I'm turning this way. But you're moving forward, so it's not going to look as ugly as that, right? So when you're actually doing it, you're pressing your D and you're turning your thing to the right like this. And then you're doing the same thing to the other side. And you're letting go of your W completely. So when you combine both sides, that's when you start getting your bunny hops, right? So what we're going to do, because I know you might be like, that's too hard, my hands just don't work that way, is instead of doing this straightforward and we're switching sides constantly, is we're going to do one side at a time. So you could do either your D key to the right or your A key to the left. We're going to do one side and we're going to just kind of bhop in a circle, right? Remember to use your scroll wheel every time your feet are touching the ground, you jump right back up. So you don't really have a second to actually stay on the ground. You're jumping non-stop right after. So now we're going to do our D key. We're just going to do it in circles. Hold your D key and just make sure you jump every time your character hits the ground. And that is one side. Just make sure you get one side down. As soon as you do get one side down, you can do the other side. Just practice jumping as soon as your character hits the ground. And if you do hit something, it will slow you down. So you want to make sure, preferably do it in a big space. You could do either the training range in this spot right here, or you could do just a big empty map on custom games. So when you start getting the idea of the movement down, that's when you could actually combine it. So you start doing both sides. So you come here, right, and you could actually start doing it backwards when you even get good at doing it forwards. Backwards is literally the opposite. So if I'm pressing my D key to go right, I'm looking at my left, and the opposite, right? So this is what bunny hopping backwards looks like. Make sure you are letting go of your W key. I believe it doesn't matter on this game like it does on CSGO if you hold your W key or not while you do this, but it's just hard to hold your W key and do the strafing at the same time. Now, one thing I should mention, the reason you can even bunny hop in this game in the first place is because it is 128 tick. The servers are 128 tick compared to CSGO's 64 tick. So bunny hopping on CSGO, especially on the actual competitive servers that are not on ESEA, those are 64 tick, so it's a lot harder to bunny hop. It's near impossible to bunny hop on those servers. But when you start playing ESEA on CSGO or Face It, which are all clients for that, you have 128 tick, and that's when bhopping starts becoming a thing. In general, bhopping is just something that's really fun to go for. It looks clean, and you can get some dirty kills with it, and then maybe even add it to your montage or something if you have something like that coming out. That is the basics of bunny hopping. Again, I'm going to do a little recap. You move forward, let go of your W key, then you start strafing. D, you move your mouse to the right. A, you move your mouse to the left, and you keep doing that. Now, before we end this off, I want to give you guys a little question to answer in the comments. That question is, why did you want to learn bunny hopping? Is it because your friends told you it was something that's important to learn? Have you seen somebody hit you with a dirty bhop and you were like, I want to learn that? Or is it just something that you learned on CSGO, for example, and you were like, okay, I kind of want to see if it's still a viable thing in Valorant? So that being said, let me know the answer to that question in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. Peace out, guys.